Todd Grisham. And Coach, we talked about several of the Raw matches that are going to take place in SmackDown, but some SmackDown...
Whoa, wait a second. Just wait a second.
For one fall. Introducing first from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing 230 pounds, Maven.
You know, I think Maven has a lot of potential. Go ahead, continue with what you were saying. I just wanted to point that out.
Why did you do that?
Don't ask the coach questions. You finish your thought.
I was about to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think about JBL and The Undertaker for the WWE Championship? Sorry to ask you questions.
I think JBL...
From Providence, Rhode Island, weighing 285 pounds, Chuck Palumbo.
Howard Finkel continues to interrupt me week after week. You know, I'll get to JBL, The Undertaker, in a second. I just want to sit here because I'm mad now.
Well, I'll tell you, JBL has said that he's not scared of The Undertaker. Whether anybody believes him is another matter. But JBL has gone so far as to guarantee a victory over the dead man at SummerSlam. And we all know that The Undertaker has beaten anybody and everybody in the WWE over the past 10 years. But can he knock off the current WWE champion? We'll find out soon.
You know, when you talk about the SmackDown matches, and certainly I feel like Raw is a superior show, and why wouldn't I? I'm one of the stars of Raw.
Don't we all?
But JBL and The Undertaker is a very intriguing matchup because The Undertaker these days, when he sets his sights on somebody or something, you don't want to be that something. And JBL, in my opinion, has worn out his welcome as WWE Champion. And despite the fact that Orlando Jordan is now his Chief of Staff, it's not going to be enough for JBL to defeat The Undertaker at SummerSlam.
Well, of all the matches on the SmackDown side of things, JBL is the only person to guarantee a victory. He's guaranteed that he will beat The Undertaker, and he guaranteed to win over Eddie Guerrero for the WWE Championship, and he delivered. He'll just say JBL won't deliver again, and Chuck Palumbo delivering a low blow to Maven.
You know, right now, even though we're talking about SummerSlam, even though we're all excited for the big event, I've got to keep wondering keep watching what's going on in the ring. Because like I said, the coach never stops working. I never stop trying to strive for bigger and better things. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Is that what you're going to do with your Diva dodgeball?
Well, I am looking forward to Diva dodgeball.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, Maven. Now, all of a sudden, you said something very nice about Maven, and previously, I think you've been one of Maven's bigger critics. Am I forgetting something here?
No, not at all. And I have been a critic of Maven, but maybe I was not seeing everything I needed to see. Because sometimes I get caught up in my own life, and I don't.
Oh, my. He was nearly decapitated there by Chuck Palumbo. I think you're up to something here. You don't become friends with people for no reason. You've got something going on you're not telling me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Something's going to happen here in a couple weeks. I got a feeling.
No, SummerSlam's going to happen. That's all I know that's going to happen.
If you want to play possum, go ahead. Right now, Chuck Palumbo is seeing everything Maven has to offer, and right now it's all Palumbo delivering stiff shots with a thigh.
You know, speaking of thighs, getting back to Diva dodgeball, it's going to be funny because I talked to these girls, you know, after, Raw last week, and you can see that interview on WWE.com.
Look at these kicks here by Chuck Palumbo. I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, you're not sorry. Because I'm watching these kicks, I'm watching referee Chad Patton allow these illegal kicks, and I don't appreciate it. However, I will say this, that these women are ready for some physical activities, and I just hope that our current Raw Divas are ready for that.
Really?
That's all I'm going to say.
Now, which of the Diva hopefuls do you think is going to have the best arm?
Not Carmella. I'll tell you that much right now. I think Christy can bring a lot to the table. Amy will bring a lot to the table. And Joy's talking a lot of trash.
Now, you know, in the 8th grade, I was the South Alabama dodgeball champion. I could help out your team, you know.
Yeah, but beating your brothers and sisters doesn't count. Wait a second. Kick out, baby.
Chuck Palumbo for the win. No. And we've talked about this the past couple of heats. Chuck Palumbo is not what we would call a good fourth-quarter player in American football. He doesn't know how to seal the deal. He can't finish off his opponent.
Yeah, he's a great starter, and he's a great guy after halftime, so to speak. But like you said, you get to the fourth quarter, you get towards the end of a match, and he doesn't seem to be able to finish the deal, to seal the deal. I mean, much like you in your social life. You and Chuck Palumbo have a lot in common.
Does Chuck Palumbo simply run out of gas?
Much like you in your social life, runs out of gas, doesn't know when the tank is empty, and thus tries to go a little bit too long.
Well, right now, I'm ignoring you. I am ignoring you. Chuck Palumbo trying to fight off this roll-up attempt by Maven, and it could go either way at this point. Chuck Palumbo reaching for the ropes and finds it.
You know, Chuck Palumbo certainly has a experience.
Hold on. It's a let go of the ropes. It's a roll-up. No, and Chuck Palumbo gets out of that by Maven there. Trying the clothesline does not work. Oh, it does. The second time this match, we've seen a devastating clothesline by Chuck Palumbo. Can he close the deal now? He's got Maven laying right in the middle of the ring. Hook of the leg. No.
You know, with Eric Bischoff out of town for the last couple of weeks, he put me in charge of trying to assess the talents and seeing who wants it and who doesn't want it. Who after SummerSlam is going to be given an opportunity, who is not. And right now I would say that Chuck Palumbo would be one of those guys that would be given an opportunity.
You know who wants it is Batista, who's going to be in that triple threat match against Jericho and Edge. Who do you favor in that Intercontinental Championship match?
You have to favor Batista.
He's so big.
He's 320 pounds, about 2% body fat, if that. Jericho and Edge are friends, not seeing eye to eye. I think they'll focus more on themselves than they will on Batista, and that's something you just can't do.
Now, an interesting aspect to that match is that Edge doesn't have to be pinned in order to lose the title. Correct?
And absolutely that's correct. In a triple threat match, the champion doesn't have to be pinned, but right here, Maven does have to be pinned. Chuck Palumbo does have to be pinned to lose this match, but you're right, that gives, in my opinion, Batista and Jericho the advantage in that Intercontinental title match at SummerSlam.
Boy. Chuck Palumbo just got a face full of Maven's boot. And right now,
Maven just got a face full of his elbow.
Chuck Palumbo has been able to ward off any offensive challenge that Maven has had thus far, but not today, Chuck. Oh boy, Maven has found some confidence from where I'm not sure, but here he comes. It's Maven. Whoa.
You know, this kid has so much athletic ability, such a great look, and I love the haircut. You know, it's amazing to me he hasn't made more strides in his career.
Over here, Maven, no, and Chuck Palumbo wisely grabbing that bottom rope so that Maven has to get off him.
Well, that's some of the inexperience that comes into play and not covering him the opposite way so Chuck can't get to the rope.
Snap suplex into the cover, too, no. And Maven now getting that second win that he's become famous for, but unable to close out the deal here with Chuck Palumbo.
And here comes some of the frustration that we often tend to see with a youngster like Maven, trying to go for the big kill.
Oh, the flying crossbody does not pay off. Chuck Palumbo rolls up Maven, no! Boy, Maven barely got up in time. Palumbo mad for good reason. That was a very close count.
I will say this, that these two have gone toe-to-toe. Now, look at this.
A roll-up. Oh.
You know, Chuck sometimes, when you talk about in the fourth quarter, has a tendency to complain.
Loses focus.
Exactly, and you can't have that when you're trying to defeat a guy like a Maven.
That's right.
Who doesn't have anything to lose.
Sort of like England versus France in the European Championship. England up 1-0, give up 2 late goals, Coach. Do you like my international references here?
Nobody likes soccer but you.
It's the world's largest sport.
Whatever. Maybe it's the world's largest field.
Oh, hold on, a roll-up.